You see, this thing where our northern brothers they do, anytime where they know they in power, to make sure, say, the government, they tough for any southern away the government, they need to stop up. Before you come at me, not be me talk am. This thing where our northern brothers they do, where anytime where they know they in power, and especially southerners they in power, they try to make the governance difficult for the southern person where they in power. We need to really stop it because that level don't cast. We don't know now. And before you come at me, not be me talk am. On another brother and I talk am. You can watch it by yourself. Not be me talk am. Other people too don't talk am. In fact, Shehu Sani don't even insinuate something like that too. So this is not about me. But we need to start stopping that now. So why else are we talking about a new terrorist organization in the Middle Belt? In North Central, why are we talking about that? Now, Kwara states don't get their own problem now. Kwara and Niger state now going to begin suffer new terror group where they don't already kill 15 people. They worry for different local government areas in North Central. Kwara state here, where they say most of them are Yoruba people. If not be waiting a phone do, we make Fulani people get MIA there. Else, Kwara state is most likely a Yoruba state. Now they don't reach here, a new terror group. They don't reach here now. This is really very sad. Let's even talk about it. This El-Rufai will they talk now say, oh, El-Rufai does not like Tenebo. Tenebo has fallen out with El-Rufai. This, that. Even now make I even follow for those who think, say maybe El-Rufai na just a card way, pawn way, be say they play a game with Tenebo. Because I don't really believe they're actually falling out. Person will follow and go Chatham House, go answer question on his behalf. No incapacity before he be say struggle for him to become governor, president. I don't believe that. Now, hear what Shehu Sani said. What role did El-Rufai play when southern Kaduna people were massacred consistently during his government? What role did he play? The southern Kaduna will be predominantly Christians, and the northern Kaduna people, just like I said, they are loggerheads at that time. What role did El-Rufai play as a governor of the state to make sure, say, put in state at peace, and make sure, say, people know they die anyhow? Then we were always hearing of attack in southern Kaduna. We were already always hearing of attack in southern Kaduna during El-Rufai's administration as the governor. What did he do? Listen to Shehu Sani.
When Buhari was the president of this country, the North was silent, and that's many in the North were silent. And even at a certain time, when I stood up in the Parliament, in the Senate, to raise issues about insecurity and killing some of my people, the first serious resistance and opposition I get is from senators from northern part of Nigeria. Because at that time, you're expected to be quiet, to enable the system to be silent, to also embrace whatever it is, because the president comes from your own part of the country. And that any attempt for you to raise objection to the killings in the North, to the poverty in the North, to the out-of-school children issues in the North when Buhari was there, you'll be reminded that you shouldn't damage the image of the president since you are coming from that part of the country. In fact, this is the only president I've seen. The culture in the Southwest is different, that people from the Southwest are speaking out. And I think they are setting a standard for people from all parts of the country, that it does not mean when your own is in power, you should not be able to speak the truth. Our refusal to speak the truth to Buhari regime, our refusal to tell him where he is wrong, led to the North to where it is. The DG of SSS Laura, what happened under Buhari regime? And he was talking about nepotism. I heard him saying Yoruba-led federal government. The statistics are very clear. The nation has a very societally short memory, and then we simply forget what happened last time around. Buhari was in power. What was the profile of nepotism at that very time? About 30 federal appointments were given to people from Kaduna State, and 50 board members. Who are they? The DG of SSS Laura was from Kaduna State. NIA, the DG, Rufai, was from Kaduna State. The MPA, my sister Hadiza, she's from Kaduna State. Director of Federal Mortgage Bank, Kaduna State. Smedan, Kaduna State. FRCN, Kaduna State. NIMET, Kaduna State. NIMASA, Kaduna State. Railway Corporation, Kaduna State. All those things. You don't talk of Chairman of Federal Civil Service. About 30. We don't have time for that. I can state all of them. All from Kaduna State. And when you talk of nepotism at the regional level, what happened? At a certain time in this country, the Controller General of Immigration, which is Baabete, is from Kaduna State, from northern Nigeria. Customs, Hamid Ali, is from northern Nigeria. Civil Defense, Audi, is from northern Nigeria. Chairman of the Federal Road Safety Corps is from northern Nigeria. Inspector General of Police, Baba, is from northern Nigeria. The Chief of Naval Staff, the Chief of Army Staff, from that guy from Yahya from Sokoto, they're all from northern Nigeria. We have had all those things here, and you have never had any person from any south or southern part of the country raising issues. But now is the case. But it's the fact that two wrongs do not make a right. But let us know that when nepotism favored a part of the country, you are silent. And now you raise it up because you have an issue with this government.
And hey, he had other things to say too. Now, whether you like it or hate him, Sheikh Husani is not my friend. El Rufai is not my friend. As a matter of fact, I Kukuma don't like anybody. I am for everybody and for nobody. I am for the collective good of Nigerians. I did for the collective good of Nigerians, because at the end of the day, all these people, when they use politics, they deceive us, tribal ethnicity, they deceive us. We need to purge them out of our system and make sure so we get a system where we go, first of all, see ourselves as first Nigerians before we begin to see ourselves as where you from come or which religion you did faithful to or loyal to, right? Here, what else Sheikh Husani had to say
about the former governor. I think the best thing is to make a call to at least 10 people in Kaduna to know the horror, the terror, the tragedy we have suffered for 8 years under him. First and foremost, I had an issue with him for my refusal to approve the $350 million loan, which, of course, later he got it, and which now strangulated and asphyxiated the economy of Kaduna State. And you can see the report that came out of the prop by Kaduna Assembly, how the state was pillaged, destroyed, looted, and dehydrated by Nasser El-Rufai and his gang. We now luckily have a new person at the helm who is doing everything possible to restore the honor, the glory of the state, and most importantly, to unite the predominantly Christian South and the largely Muslim North in the state that have been almost at war for the whole 8 years, which Nasru was the governor of Kaduna.
Was that deliberate?
Well, it was an institutional. You have two options when you find yourself as a leader. First of all, is to do the transactional leadership, where you appease people to be popular, where you please people, where you do what people want. And the second end is to look at the future of a country and see where are we heading to. Let me lose some popularity, let me lose some support for me to be able to achieve it. If you check the history of great leaders, Lee Kuan Yew in Singapore, and Mahathir Mohamad in Malaysia, and Sukarno in Indonesia, General Park in Pakistan, and the reforms in Brazil, they were all unpopular until the result came out. Tenebo will continue to be unpopular until the result of the reform now started making positive.
And those who say Atiku will take advantage, Atiku is coming.
Well, I do not see anything. When people are talking, you see, between Tinubu and Atiku and Peter Obi, it's not like you have a capitalist, a Marxist, and a socialist. They all have come from the neoliberal economic theory. They believe in World Bank, they believe in IMF, they believe in privatization, they believe in removal of subsidy. All of them, they share the same thing, what was happening under Buhari. If you are talking of killings, which is insecurity, which he has said, we had the highest form of insecurity under Buhari administration. For now, let me be very frank with you. I do not speak for the government. When last did you hear of any school in northern Nigeria has been attacked and students were kidnapped? What do we have in record? Bethel Baptist High School in Kaduna was attacked, students were kidnapped. Greenfield University, Kaduna, it happened. Federal Government Girls College, Yauri. Government Secondary School, Kangara. Government Science College, Kagara. Dapchi, Jengibe. All these profiles of kidnapping, it was almost a kidnapping and attack per month. From Kaduna to Abuja, when last have you heard there was attacks and kidnappings? It doesn't happen. Does not mean that the nation is safe with what is happening in Plateau and Benue. But comparatively, we have moved away from the past. We have not reached where we are. And in economic terms, what happened?
Well, you may say that he's just, being subtle because of, say, waiting in on the APC now. So in the final appointment from President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But if you look at it, which role will be say Northerners they play when he be say their brother they in power? All the nepotism during Buhari, where was El-Rufai that he did not call out that nepotism? Because as a matter of fact, let me Peter Obi they talk say Tinubu promise say he go continue from where Buhari stop, and that's exactly what he's doing. He's stopping the game. See the nepotism where be say Sheikh Husani list out now during Buhari tenure. How did El-Rufai react to it? Other Northerners, how did they react to it? They were enjoying it. It don't reach time where Southern don't do them now. It don't prepare them. At the end of the day, like, but people are the sorry for, because like people now suffer past. They suffer Buhari no, they suffer this one no. The only administration where they fair to them small. Nah, what's it they call them? Obasanjo and Jonathan administration. The rest administration be like, in fact, this APC government, they like say it come to pepper. It go people well, because it doesn't like say Shebion, I don't want vote for us. We go deal with on our well, we go prepare on her. But then what do we do with all of this information? How we go begin to ensure say we sensitize and enlighten our people? May they know say beyond politics, beyond ethnicity, beyond religion, we suppose fight for our collective good. We're supposed to hold these people accountable. Because the fact that your town man hold the most of the position today doesn't make you buy bread lesser price than other people they buy them. If you be say Yoruba people get all the position today, then buy bread less money than Igbo people they buy them. That's a typical no. The time where be say Buhari in power, where be say give Katsina people all the positions and GC positions finish, and he give Northerners most of the positions finish. Did he make life any better for Northerners against the Southerners? No. No. Now him actually starts the problem where we get today, we put us where we are right now. And how much did Northerners hold him accountable? How many Northerners speak up then? See what Tisha was saying talk. If you try to speak up now, they say, no, you are not supposed to talk when your brother is in power. You're supposed to keep quiet. Really? You're supposed to keep quiet, but you only talk when your brother is not in power. What can you call that? What can you call that? And then we'll begin to spring up all sorts of things, violence from here and there. Now, so they use violence, kata almost spoil Jonathan administration then. Spoiling administration. Then why didn't Konkoli Hejirika to begin to carry them fire for fire then? Because, hey, you're killing Northerners, so an attack on Boko Haram is attack on the North. So really? Now we're starting again. Now a new terror group again don't emerge. Now, this is the situation we face now. As a matter of fact, I don't blame Ona because at the end of the day, some people go say, oh, Ona get the right to do this president, and do. And why? Because of say, now Ona be the person who even vote for and pass. Because Ona given the majority of the vote to BC put them inside government. Maybe now waiting because I feel say Ona get the right to do what they do. But at the end of the day, now we Nigerians now they suffer and pass. The Plateau State people we don't die finish like this. The Kwara State and Niger State people will begin dying from this new terror group. Now then go suffer them. At the end of the day, because of the decision of few people and selfishness of a few people, Nigerians make us shine our eyes, carry our tongue, count our teeth.